all across America and around the world. This is Veterans Radio. This is Veterans Radio.
Welcome to Veterans Radio. I am Jim Fausone. I'm the officer of the deck today. We've got some great programs for you. I think you'll find very interesting. We always want to remind you can find more about Veterans Radio at its Facebook site or by going to veteransradio.net, where we're on the web 24/7. You can find a lot of our podcasts there as well. We post new ones every Tuesday, so you can get a new story, a new interview, something you didn't know before by going to veteransradio.net. And before we get started, we want to thank our sponsors. First up, we want to thank National Veteran Business Development Council, nvbdc.org. It was established to certify both service-disabled and veteran-owned businesses. You'll find out how they can help your business by going to nvbdc.org. We want to thank Legal Help for Veterans. Legal Help for Veterans fights for veterans' disability rights all across the nation. You can reach them at 800-693-4800 or on the web at legalhelpforveterans.com. Welcome, I am Jim Fausone, and this is Veterans Radio, Spotlight on National Veteran Business Development Council, nvbdc.org. As you know, if you've been listening, Veterans Radio America has a partnership with NVBDC, and we often bring you information that they want passed along. The National Veteran Business Development Council is the nation's leading third-party authority for certification of veteran-owned businesses, really of all sizes. It's a 501c3 nonprofit established in 2013, and it addresses the growing need to identify and certify both service-disabled and veteran-owned businesses for the government and commercial marketplace. NVBDC administers a rigorous certification process designed to withstand the scrutiny of corporate and governmental entities seeking to utilize certified veteran-owned businesses. And their CEO asked that we here at Veterans Radio interview and talk with an artist, Jason Jones. Jason, welcome to Veterans Radio.
Oh, thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Well, we're great to have you, and this comes out of Keith King at NVBDC asking if he could use one of the songs that you recently released at a national conference that NVBDC was holding with its business partners. He was so really moved by the song and this experience. He said, hey, Jim, you got to talk to Jason. So, Jason, that's how we get here. Tell us a little bit about your background as an artist, a songwriter, a musician. Give us the thumbnail.
Well, I come from a musical family, and I've just been around music, all my life. My mom was a concert pianist. She played with symphony orchestras. My cousin was a guitar player, and I just got into it at a really young age, and it's just been a great outlet for me to express myself.
Well, you are a creative type, and that's one of those things that you can bring out in your creativity is certain feelings and emotions through music. As an LA native, you somehow got yourself around. Tell us about the frame of mind for how you wrote and thought about this new song, For the Heroes, which came out in front of Veterans Day 2022.
Well, what happened was during COVID, I saw what the first responders were going through and how scary it was. I come from a military family. My brother's in the Air Force. My sister joined the Army. Another brother, a naval officer. And I just saw their struggles and what they go through, and I just wanted to find a way to say thank you, pretty much. There was just different circumstances that were just close to my heart, and the song just pretty much wrote itself.
Well, it takes us. I love the humility of guys who say, just doing took care of itself. It's just normal business." Yeah, it's more than that. I recognize it, but it's interesting that the artistic part of this that you brought to the table had already been impacted or formed in some way because of your brother and your sister's services. And quite frankly, you got most of the services covered in the Air Force, the Army, and the Navy. Did you realize that was kind of all seeping into your DNA?
Yeah, it's a big part of who I am. My grandparents, they taught for NATO, and through them, I was around a lot of military personnel, and I'd visit my brother on base once in a while, my Air Force brother and my Navy brothers. So I pretty much got a real good snapshot into what their lives are like. And when they came out of the service, I think that the National Veterans Business Development Council really touched me because I see so many veterans out there. You know, they come out of the service and they need a helping hand. And I think that the National Veterans Business Development Council is just a great place for them to find what they need, you know, to grow and start their own businesses. So
Yeah.
I'm just 100% on board for it.
Well, and we talk about this, that when you're in the military, your network of people is in the military. And one of the challenges is when you get out, you don't have that same network anymore. You know, other guys have spent 4 or 8 or 12 years developing a business network, but you were in the military serving, so you don't have that network. And you probably see that in the music business. You've been in it your whole life. You've got a network of folks that you can turn to, just as those starting businesses who are veterans can turn to NVBDC and help develop a network that otherwise maybe doesn't exist for them. So we're talking to Jason M. Jones. Jason, describe for us the style of music you normally write and play, and then transition into this particular song for the Heroes, which I think has a bit of a different spin.
Well, I've been writing a lot of music for film and TV as a composer. I played out live quite a bit with a band called Humanity, and I just personally just really started getting into country music because it really tells stories with the lyrics, and it just the more I would listen, the more it would touch my heart because it's so down to earth and so real. And so I just became a country fan, and this song just kind of wrote itself and came out in the country vein.
Yeah, I thought maybe it would like hit that because it's, as you say, country music is all about storytelling, and as a guy from the city of Detroit, Motown. But when I got in service, some of my buddies turned me on to country, and now decades later, I'm a country music fan. And I listened to this and read the words, and I said, man, this rings country. I'm wondering if Jason M. Jones is like this. I always write country, or this one just had to be country.
Yeah, well, that's something else.
Now, did this one just have to come out country? Is that the way it played for you?
It just came out like that, you know. It just like I said, it just pretty much wrote itself.
For those of us who are in awe that you guys have the talent to do this, what comes first? The lyrics, the chords, the melody. How does this get assembled together?
Well, it's not always the same path that leads to the destination. In this case, I literally just started writing, and I just started thinking about, you know, I have a close friend that is a veteran that is actually going for treatment at the Veterans Hospital at the VA, and I saw how he came out of the service, and he's really going through some stuff emotionally, but he's really a good guy, and so that's kind of where that started as far as the first part of the lyrics. And I started thinking, on a larger scope about how the world is in such turmoil. Everyone's talking about war and not talking about peace anymore. Everyone just seems to be ramped up to fight. And I just think, we need a worldwide blessing. We just need more peace in the world. And I'm grateful for the military, because without the military, we wouldn't have any peace. We would just have absolute chaos in this world, because there's just a lot of bad actors out there.
Oh, absolutely. And there's many who view their job in the military as peacekeepers, but they're the ones who keep the evil away from the door. And you have a line that I want you to talk a little bit about in the song For the Heroes. And the line is, "This is for the heroes that you never see on TV, the unsung heroes, everyday celebrities."
Well, that's exactly what it is. It's those people that are the real celebrities. The real celebrities are not the people that you're seeing on television all the time, that you have corporations pushing. It's the people that every day are in the trenches risking their lives for us. It's those people that are going into the fires and pulling people out and risking their own lives. And some of them, unfortunately, even lose their lives to save others. And that's what it's all about. I think more attention needs to be given to those everyday people, those everyday heroes.
Absolutely. And as you say, unsung heroes sending a worldwide message. We need a worldwide blessing. Jason M. Jones, if people want to read more about you or follow along or find some of your music, just the way NVBDC said, hey, man, reach out. This guy's got something to tell. He's got a great story to tell us. Where do folks reach out?
Well, they can look under Jason M. Jones on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, and most digital outlets. They can find my music. Just look for the Heroes and Jason M. Jones, and I think you'll find me.
Well, that's great, and we encourage people to do that. As we end the interview, we're going to exit with playing For the Heroes by Jason M. Jones. He's allowed us to do that, and we really appreciate it. Jason, thanks for the time today.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
Deadbeat daddy never gave a dime. Came home from the war out of his mind. Stays drunk and high, still a good guy. Ran into the firing line and pulled aside in the nick of time. This is for the heroes that you never see on TV, the unsung heroes, everyday celebrities. This is for the heroes that you never see on TV, the unsung heroes, sacrifice for you and me. Everyone was running for their lives. Survival on their minds. 1 second before the blast, you ran into the fiery crash. 1 second you wait too long and it could be your last. This is for the heroes that you never see on TV, the unsung heroes, everyday celebrities. This is for the heroes that you never see on TV, the unsung heroes, sacrifice for you and me. Back in the day they say he would never back down. He would always stand his ground. Never afraid to fight, unsung heroes, everyday celebrities.
That's Jason M. Jones, tribute to everyday heroes for our military and our first responders, and we really appreciate NVBDC making him available to us, and you can always check them out at nvbdc.org.
And I want to thank everybody for listening to Veterans Radio today. I am Jim Fausone. It's been a pleasure to be your host. I'm a veterans disability lawyer at Legal Help for Veterans, and you can reach us at 800-693-4800 or legalhelpforveterans.com on the web. You can follow Veterans Radio on Facebook and listen to its podcasts and internet radio shows by going to veteransradio.net. And until next time, you are dismissed.
If you have a VA claim denied by the Board of Veterans' Appeals, contact Legal Help for Veterans at 1-800-693-4800. They're experts in handling cases before the U.S. Court of Appeals for Veterans Claims. Their number again, 1-800-693-4800.
We again want to thank our national sponsors, the National Veterans Business Development Council, nvbdc.org, VA Ann Arbor Health Care System, the Vietnam Veterans of America Charles S. Kettles Chapter, Ann Arbor, Michigan, VFW Graf O'Hara Post 423 in Ann Arbor, and the American Legion Press Corn Post 46, also in Ann Arbor. We appreciate all your support. You can go to veteransradio.net, click on the sponsor level, and continue to support keeping Veterans Radio on the air. And until next time, you are dismissed.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.